thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again, you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
To sum it all up, this fortune-telling machine predicted the weather for Frostbite Falls, Minnesota.
4 lines means it's going to be cloudy.
Cloudy in more ways than one, for the jerk of all trades, Boris Badenov,
And faithful Indian companion Natasha.
kidnapped the card machine and set it up in the main salon of Boris's showboat, recently rechristened the Sands Hotel.
Is worth a gamble, I always say.
Rocky and Bullwinkle tried their darndest to get the weather lady back, and eventually it came down to an out-and-out trade.
$50 for the weather lady.
It's a deal.
And no funny stuff.
That's the way it's been so far.
Rocky insisted the transaction be held in front of witnesses. Thus, in the middle of Main Street...
Here's the money. Now where's the...
Look out, there's a skeeter in our midst.
Actually, it was on Boris's cheek. Well, when the gentlemen lining the streets of this southern community viewed that...
Struck him in the face, sir.
This calls for a settlement on the field of honor.
Or in layman's language, a duel. The following morning at dawn, in a quiet field, the opposing parties met.
But I thought a duel meant goodbye in French.
Quiet, Bullwinkle, and let me think of a way out of this mess.
Mr. Badenov, as your second, let me wish you the best of luck.
That's very big of you, I'm sure.
You're not frightened, are you?
Who, me? Listen, Georgie Porgy, my favorite composer is Noel Coward.
Yes, neither Bullwinkle nor Boris wanted any part of this affair. But when in Rome...
You'll take 10 paces, turn, and fire at will.
And you can see the kind of a show this is when we don't pun an obvious setup like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, it was such a beautiful day that everyone forgot about the duel. Rocky, the second, and the judge had a picnic.
42, 43, 44.
As for Bullwinkle and Boris, they just kept walking. The whole thing blew over, and once more, our heroes attempted to purchase the weather lady.
Oh, boy, are my legs stiff.
Here's your $50.
And here is envelope containing key which unlocks safety deposit box containing weather lady.
Alas, it contained a key that unlocked the safety deposit box, all right, but the weather lady wasn't in it.
Say, can't the fella rent a room around here with any privacy?
That does it.
It sure does.
Now I'm mad.
And when a flying squirrel gets mad...
$3.80 between us. That's not enough. Bullwinkle, we gotta raise more money.
They dug ditches, performed on street corners, scrubbed floors, sold magazine subscriptions.
Now how much do we have?
$3.85.
Yes, the wage scale then was unfortunately low, as were the lad's spirit. And that's when the circus hit town.
Wanted high platform diver. That's me, Bullwinkle.
The plucky squirrel gave 3 performances a day.
Remember when we used to do this in the Title Rock?
And so, when the Dingaling Brothers Circus left town, Rocky and Bullwinkle had earned well over $1,000.
Well, we did it, Rock. But what did we do it for?
You'll see. Come on.
The Sands Hotel was jammed with customers, all taking the customary shellacking from the weather lady, when the squirrel plopped the money on the table.
$1,100.15 that Miss Booth there can be beaten.
Well, it's obvious Rocky has a plan in mind. What that plan is will be revealed in our next exciting episode. They didn't pick up our option, or Showdown.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again?
Do-doodly-doo-doodly-doo-doodly-doo.
And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Red who had an exclusive shop in the Hollywoods where she sold riding hoods.
That's why they call me Red Riding Hood. Cute.
One day, a very wealthy customer entered her shop.
Oh, boy. Yes, madam, may I help you?
I should like to buy a wolfskin riding hood.
Wolfskin?
Yes.
Well, perhaps madam would like to try on this matched shrew-skin hood.
No, thank you.
This lemming with lemur lining?
No.
Here's the latest thing from Africa. Genuine #1 boy.
Now, see here, young lady. I want a wolfskin riding hood. Money is no object. I shall be here at 3 o'clock to pick it up.
My, 3 o'clock. That certainly didn't give Red much time, but she had to get a wolfskin somewhere.
Hello? Give me the city zoo.
What's that? No, sorry, lady. We got no extra wolves at this time. Perhaps if you care to call back next spring?
Meanwhile, not too far away, a mother wolf was calling to her son.
Walter!
Yes, Mama, honey?
I want you to take this basket to Grandma's house right away.
But she was here only yesterday and took a whole basket of stuff.
I know, but she forgot her teeth. Now, you don't want Granny to have to sit over there and gum her goodies, do you?
Good heavens, no! Give me the basket.
Remember now, Walter, you must go through the Hollywoods.
Don't you worry, Mama, honey. I'll be careful.
And with that, the wolf was on his way to Granny's. Time was growing very short when Red looked out of the window and saw the wolf skipping happily up the street.
Oh, what luck! A wolf on the hoof.
And off she dashed to intercept the unsuspecting Walter.
Buddy, you are a wolf, aren't you?
Yeah, isn't that keen? I've been a wolf. Hey, wait a minute. You're Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, isn't that keen?
My Mama Honey warned me about you.
Oh, don't be so touchy. Look, I got a rich customer who'll pay $1,000 for a pelt like yours.
Really?
Sure. So how about selling me your skin? I'll give you 10%.
Well, what's the matter? You crazy or something?
And Walter slipped out of Red's clutches and ran for his life. Red's proposition didn't appeal to him at all.
No, I figure that skin is worth at least 90% right where it is.
Now, there were only 20 minutes left, and Red had to act fast, so she did. A few blocks further on, Walter was stopped by an attractive sign.
Get acquainted offer. Free haircuts today only. Well, I don't know how the work is, but the price is right. Give me a flat top. Leave the sideburns out and we'll skip the conversation.
Okay, I'ma do just like you say.
Yeah, that's a pretty cheesy accent you got there.
And now hold still. I don't want to ruin the sleeves.
The sleeves? Hey, you're Red Riding Hood.
Oh, darn, I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
And again, the wolf dashed away in fright.
Come back! All right, I'll give you 30%.
Time was running out fast now. There just had to be a way to catch that wolf off guard, and her only chance of doing that was to beat the wolf to Granny's house. The shortcut the wolf took was really the shortest way to Granny's, but it takes longer because that's the freeway. He was bound to be tied up at the cloverleaf for some time. Soon Red arrived at Granny's house, and
what luck! Nobody home.
She hurried inside, used an old bearskin rug to disguise herself as Granny, hopped into bed, and with only 3 minutes left to go, the wolf approached Granny's house.
Do-de-do-de-do, dee-dee.
But on the way, he had been doing a little thinking.
Boy, $1,000 for a wolf skin. I sure could use that kind of money. But where would I get a wolf skin to sell to that rich lady besides my own personal pelt?
Come in.
Hi, Granny, honey. I brought you... Granny, what beautiful big blue eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what beautiful high-quality fur you have.
Then it struck him. Granny, Wolfskin, $1,000.
Oh, come now. Would I sell my own grandmother for a measly $1,000?
I don't know. Would you?
Of course I would.
Wait, what are you doing? You forgot the what big teeth bit.
No time for that now. I'm on my way to become a thousandaire.
And so, shortly after 3 o'clock on that very afternoon, a very satisfied customer was seen leaving the little fur shop in the Hollywood.
It's simply stunning on you, madam.
Oh, thank you. I'll wear it every moment. I'll never take it off.
Shush!
And the wolf? Well, he went into the fur business for himself, and from the looks of things, he was to live happily ever after.
Hello, Mater. Walter here. Could you get hold of Uncle Louis, Sid, Herman, and Al, and meet me on the road to Grandma's in, say, half an hour?
Jack from None, Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello there, friends. Today we benefit from my highly successful book, How to Teach a Mean Bully a Lesson at the Beach. First, it is essential to find a lovely young girl in front of whom you can show off by defending her honor. Pardon me, lovely lady, but I wish to defend your honor should a big, rough, mean, loathsome bully kick sand in your eyes and... Which brings us to point 2. Always be careful in selecting a real lady to defend. Ah, here's a real one. Now, we wait for a bully to come by and kick sand. Notice how I allow him to build up a false sense of security by pretending to ignore him. Now comes the really meaty part. See, for 3 months I study my book, How to Teach a Mean Bully a Lesson at the Beach. And now I'm ready. Pardon me, young lady, but should a bully come along, I am prepared to defend your honor. Notice that a bully is approaching. Pardon me, sir, but you are a cad. You threw sand at us, and I am prepared to teach you a lesson you will never forget. Well, I lost the battle, but I've gained a friend. Right, little lady?
Gosh, Mr. Know-It-All, looks like your book was a failure.
No, Rock, it was a brilliant success.
Success?
Sure, look. That's the book she's been reading.
It was a fine spring day in the Canadian Northwest, and Dudley Do-Right was in the best of spirits.
Dum-dee-dum-dum-dum, I feel so tippy-top today, full of pep and raring to go. I just know today will be the day I will bring in arch villain Snidely Whiplash to justice.
Feeling pretty good, eh, Dudley?
Goody, goody, good, good, good.
But, Dudley, it's been 23 years that you've been trying to bring in Snidely Whiplash, and you haven't succeeded yet.
Well, Nell, as I've said before, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
The trouble with you is you've lost your incentive, and when a Mountie has lost his incentive, it's time to turn in his coat.
I was feeling so good a minute ago, but Nell, I've got all the incentive any red-blooded, red-coated Canadian youth would want, the RCMP.
But that isn't enough, Dudley. You have to have the feeling of being wanted. That is why I want you to wear this locket close to your heart. Open it, Dudley. You see, Dudley, it has a picture of me.
Gee, thanks, Nell.
Incentive, Dudley. I hope this little token of my love will make you remember. Don't tell anyone. It will be our secret.
Dudley, when an officer of the RCMP enters a room, it is military courtesy to rise.
But I am, sir.
You are, sir, what?
Rise, sir.
Ooh, what's the matter, boy? You're all stupid.
Oh, no, sir, Inspector. I've always walked like this.
Well, Do-Right, I have information that will start your Mountie heart pounding. Snidely Whiplash is planning to rob the bank. It's your big chance at last.
Oh, is that, sir?
Snidely Whiplash.
Is that the chap with the mustache and the long black cape?
Snidely Whiplash, Do-Right. The arch-villain that you've been trying to bring in for the last 23 years. What's the matter, Dudley? Have you lost your incentive?
No, sir. I have it right here.
Meanwhile, Snidely Whiplash was in the best of evil spirits.
Such a beautiful, gorgeous day. I haven't lifted a finger, and already Nell Fenwick has fallen into me clutches.
Snidely Whiplash, you poor, poor man.
What poor? I'm feeling great, and you, Nell, have fallen into me clutches.
If you like Snidely, but it does seem a shame.
What's a shame?
23 years.
23 years?
Yes, for 23 years you've been pursued by Dudley Do-Right of the Mountain.
That's right, and he hasn't brought me in yet.
Hunted, hounded, forced to skulk about the Canadian countryside like some kind of furtive beast. 23 years.
Stop already.
But it's understandable.
What's understandable?
That after 23 years you would lose your incentive.
I was feeling so good a minute ago. Incentive?
Yes, Snidely, but don't worry. Wear this locket close to your heart. It has a picture of me inside.
Do you think it will help, Nell?
Only don't tell anyone I gave it to you. It will be our secret.
Gee, thanks, Nell. And here I always thought you were for the good guys.
Snidely, have you considered taking setting up exercises? You gotta do something about your posture. Man, you're stupid.
Not at all, Homer. I've always walked like this. What's on the schedule today?
Oh, we got a gym dandy of a day today, Snidely.
Well, get on with it.
Well, at 11 o'clock, we tie that woman down by the bluff to the railroad tracks.
Homer, could you handle that? I'm just not up to tying women to railroad tracks.
At 12 o'clock, you're supposed to foreclose some mortgages.
Now, where will it all end, Homer? Railroad tracks, mortgages.
Gee, Snidely, you sound like you've lost your incentive.
Of course I haven't lost my incentive. I've got my incentive right here.
What was that?
Nothing, Homer. Carry on.
And there's the bank.
Oh, yes, the bank. We're supposed to deposit money in the bank, Homer.
We are not supposed to deposit money in a bank, Whiplash. We are supposed to rob the bank. You sure you ain't lost your incentive to lead a life of evil doing?
I've told you, Homer, I've got my incentive right here.
Jeez it. Here comes Dudley Do-Right of the Mountain.
Is that you, Snidely?
Oh, yes. What brings you to town, Dudley?
Well, I had a reason, but for the life of me, I can't think what it was. How about you?
Something to do with the bank. I can't seem to remember whether I was supposed to deposit some money or withdraw some.
I know how that is.
What's the matter with you guys? Mortal enemies, and here you stand. You guys lost your incentive or something?
Of course not. I have it right here. You're wearing Nell's locket.
It would have been a shame to see those boys lose their incentive after 23 years.
Well, we're running into the home stretch, and still Rocky and Bullwinkle have not regained possession of the fortune-telling machine.
We've been cheated, bamboozled, and hornswoggled.
Sounds like a law firm.
Fortunately, a circus came to town, and this gave the little squirrel an idea.
With the money we could earn working for the circus, we could get the weather lady back.
And there are those today who still rave about the Dingaling Brothers high diving act.
Ta-da!
Lord, that's effective.
Sure is.
Mighty talented squirrel.
Squirrel, I was looking at that platform.
Well, by the time the circus left town, our heroes were financially solvent.
$1,000 in change.
And now we'll try and buy the weather lady back again, correct?
Incorrect.
That evening, Rocky entered the gambling salon of Badanov's Gambling Showboat and issued a challenge.
I'll bet $1,000 she can be beaten.
Well, it's little bet Penny who always turns up. So you want to make a bet, huh? Okie dokie, here is cards.
Just a minute. If I win, I don't want to be paid off in cash.
What color stamps you like?
If I win, you got to give the weather lady back to Frostbite Falls.
You must be kidding.
Boris, what you got to lose? Blonde always win.
Squirrel is bet. Here is cards.
Wait a minute. My Challenger hasn't arrived yet.
Challenger, you got train coming in here?
No, it wasn't a train, but it was operating under a full head of steam. Yes, into the room came Bullwinkle, pulling, of all things, another fortune-telling machine.
The great predictor tells all. What is this?
According to this newspaper clipping, you challenged anybody or anything to play Miss Ruth Booth here.
Boris would have protested had it not been for the customers who insisted he follow through.
This must be final episode. Squirrel always gets best of me in end. Okay, start your machine first.
There wasn't a relaxed nerve in the house as the man in the booth shuffled and extracted not one, but 4 kings.
We need 4 aces, darling. 4 unmitigated aces.
We need our own show. That's what we need. Okay, here goes something.
The weather lady performed like a champion. She shuffled, cut, and then proceeded to extract 4 aces from the deck.
1,
2.
And then it happened. She began shuffling and cutting like a demon. Cards flew everywhere.
It happened, just like I figured.
Who built this thing, Colin Clive?
Don't you see? The other machine was too much for her. She fell in love.
Now I see the light.
He didn't for long. Boris and Natasha each grabbed a machine and in the darkness managed to lower a lifeboat into the water.
Row, Natasha, row. With these 2, we can breed whole new race of dealers.
Boris, sign on boat, say capacity 500 pounds.
So what? You, me, and 2 lovey-doveys here don't weigh that?
No, but bag full of ill-gotten gains does.
And so as the setting lifeboat sinks into the sea, we bid a fond but reluctant farewell to this part of our story and pick it up in Frostbite Falls some 2 months later.
Sure missed the weather lady. She was downright attractive.
This one's just as accurate, though. Pair of deuces.
Pair of deuces? That means variable high fogginess gradually clearing by 2 in the morning, providing it don't rain.
Bullwinkle, how's it going?
Not bad, Rock. Card's a little sticky, though.
Well, it looks as if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop.
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right.
Bye now. See you next time.